Hey, ladies and gents, it's Zen back again, and we are doing the review on the J7W1 Shinden. Yeah. So essentially, this was the brainchild of a Lieutenant Commander Saruno in 1943. What they were looking at, specifically the design, was with the canards. Obviously, if you've never seen this plane, it doesn't have the typical layout like most of the planes in World War II. This is a pusher propeller with a canard system in the front. This gentleman, Saruno, was part of the technical staff for the Japanese Air Force. And he thought, well, maybe this wouldn't be such a bad idea. This design was going to be in response to, of course, the B-29 raids that were working their way over Japan. So they wanted a high-altitude, high-performance aircraft to take on these B-29s. So before this could actually be developed, they had to do, obviously, some testing. And I believe, and let me get this wrong, it's the MSXY6. They developed these gliders to test the feasibility of this design. Here's actually the picture of the MXY6. I'm sorry, not MS. It's an MXY6. These are the gliders they built to test the feasibility of the canards for the J7W. These flew, of course, quite well. They ended up actually putting a 22 horsepower engine on a little pusher propeller on the end of it. And I guess it was quite a stable machine. So with that, the Japanese Air Force at this time adopted, say, okay, let's put this in. Let's push this a little bit further. So the prototypes began being developed in June of 1944. And they were first ready to be and they were finished by April of 1945. However, there were some issues, parts, availability of parts and whatnot, and engines, and they had a little bit of trouble getting this all lined up. So the first prototype flights weren't until August. In fact, both prototype flights, they built two of these prototypes, both prototype flights flew on the same day Hiroshima was bombed and Nagasaki was bombed. So yeah, two 45-minute flights was all these prototypes were able to do. After the war, one was destroyed and the second one was captured and taken to the United States for evaluation, and eventually ended up in the Smithsonian. So that's the essentially where they are and where they ended up at. From what I could read, some of the counts, there was, there's kind of a sketchy amount of information about the actual the flight characteristics of these planes, but I guess they performed quite well. The canards made them exceedingly maneuverable, and of course with the pusher propeller, they easily matched their expected altitude performance and speed. In fact, the estimated speed of these were right around 470 miles an hour with an altitude performance of almost 40,000 feet. That's historical, right? I mean, this is, 45-minute flights. Of course, they couldn't do all this stuff, but just, from the design features, that's what we're going to get. What this plane probably most likely could have did. It's always a guess. However, in Wargaming's infinite wisdom, personally, I think they they got to the end of the tree and let's put some really pretty cool airplanes in there, but you know what, we need a multi-role plane. So I've never understood the zero line ending with these aircraft and turning them into multi-roles. Really, honestly, they were built to be high altitude interceptors, mounting four large 30mm cannons in the front to take out B-29s, not carry bombs, but hey, whatever, wargaming's wargaming. So what do we get in game? Well, we get these massive 4 30mm, also able to carry two 250-pound bombs. These cannons are not easy to hit with. You have to lead them by quite a bit. But this is the general agreement among a couple different guys that this is the absolute best fucking plane for wrecking GAs. So you have a problem with GAs, you get this plane right here, and you go down and you sucker punch the shit out of GA pilots. Yeah, because it does a really nice job of that. So in the multi-role configuration, altitude performance is shit. Considering that altitude performance at Tier 8 with a 42 is less than the Tier 3 German fighter. Now think about that. Tier 3 German fighter has better altitude performance than a Tier 8 fighter. Maneuverability, once again, plane was developed to be highly maneuverable. We get crapped on with maneuverability. Same with airspeed. Meh. So this really, when it comes down to, is airspeed, maneuverability, altitude performance. This is a very meh plane. Blah, maybe you want to put it better. However, it does make up the fact that the gun armament is epic with those 430 millimeters. So I usually have, what I have on here is, of course, aerodynamics expert, marksman 1, marksman 2, because you really have to control these 430s. When they do hit, they fucking wreck, but most of the time you're just like, fuck, right? You're just trying to get them to hit shit. I carry Reflector's Gunsight 2, and of course I've tried to get the lightweight airframe and the control surface adjustment up a little bit better. Of the three that you can actually get, to perform best, I usually go with maneuverability. Getting to go faster isn't going to be worth it, neither is altitude performance, so I stick as much as I can into making this thing turn a little bit better. So I'm going to bring up the gameplay for you to see this monster in play, and I like it. Serrano, when he developed this aircraft, developed it for a reason with the canards in the front. He was hoping eventually at some point or another that they were going to be able to add a jet engine to it. So they ended up with the J7W1, which was never built, but this was going to be the next design development of the J7W. So I'm going to bring up the gameplay for you guys, and you guys can see this thing do its thing. Alright guys, back with the first game in the J7, and yeah, interesting map, garrison, command centers and whatnot, and I'm letting my teammates know what I'm going to be doing here in this aircraft. I'm going to be going garrison and then to the command center to make sure they can't flip that. So, I do have a couple human pilots here, some guys from TWE, and this fellow named Ghost Dog. He's in the Spitfire, another one's in a attack plane. So off we go. I'm going to try to get up the, like I said, pick up the garrison here quick. And this is kind of what really nice about multi-roles is the ability that not only can you take out aerial targets, but ground targets. And especially working in conjunction with a GA, especially a human pilot GA, definitely helps a little bit here. So I'm going to pull up, see if I can pick up the J4M. Oh, get 2 shells into him. Not enough to finish him off. Back around. Yeah, can't quite reach out and touch him until he gets under that 550 meter mark. There we go. Now we're starting to get something, but they flipped the sector before I could finish off the kill. Yeah, we smoked right through here. So they pick up the command center, and now I got this guy in the aisle 20 headed toward the mining facility. So I still have my two bombs, I guess, and what I'm going to try to do here is kind of soften up the targets for him a little bit. As I get in there, if I don't take the target out, that's fine. He's going to be coming in the GA. He can finish off the target, even if I didn't completely destroy it. It's a little bit easier for him and saves him some ordnance. So I get over here, and just as I come in here, oh Jesus Christ, there's an RB-17. Go figure, right? So pull down and put a couple shells into him quick and turn around. So I know he's over there, and I got this little target lined up, drop my 2 bombs on that, flip through, and lo and behold, I pick up most of his health on a bomb drop. Yeah, pretty fucking crazy, huh? I didn't realize he was going to be flying directly over it. I got lucky, and I kicked off most of his health with that. So, got the P-51H. He's on my GAs. I got to pull back around here and give him some help. There we go. Yep, when those things hit, they just fucking rack. Here comes my GAs, and this is what this plane really does super duper well. Get in there and just put some hurt on them. You hate GAs? Hey, like I said, this is the plane that you want to kill shit with. Finish him off. My GA flips this. So I got bombs building in about 65 seconds here, and I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to head over here and help with the bombers. But yeah, that is going to work. I got the IL-20 is headed toward the command center, so I'm going to give them a little bit of escort and some help when I get over there. However, I do pick up the IL-20 coming through here, and you'll see what I was talking about earlier with the all the extra gun gyroscopics, and of course the pilot skills. You really try to get that dispersion of that cannons down as close as you can. So we pick up the 3 objectives. We're up 3-2 right now, and of course the mining facility. So I'm on my way over here, kind of waiting for him to get into position and ready to go. And I drop down, and that's about the time, of course, I see another GA going. And this is kind of where I should have probably stuck with this. I hate leaving him. I should have probably gone after these guys a little bit more aggressive. Those GAs just kept flying right on by. And I was going to stay on his tail. Not this one, obviously the next one. Unfortunately, that's about the time I get set on fire by this G that just comes out of nowhere. Didn't even see him earlier. Put a couple shells in him. You don't ever really want to take this thing head on. Pull back around. Oh, can't quite get on him. Still pulling around. Yeah, he's going to make a run for it out. And trying to get that gun to hit sometimes is a real pain. But when you finally do get it to hit, like I said, you can just one-shot a lot of planes. However, something that's moving around quite a bit isn't always the easiest to hit. So, unfortunately, I did not get a chance to really defend that IL. I ended up spending too much time dealing with the fighter. So I'll pick up the IL-20, he's going through, and I'm just knocking off as much as I can, and I was going to keep on going with him, but I noticed our GA was back over here, and I was like, try to give him some help here to knock out some of these fighters. So back around we go. Got the A6M3 going through, and get some lead on him a little bit. And the big, like I said, the big numbers that come off when you do hit are so nice. Pick up them. We've got this flipped about halfway, and I'm going to try to head in here and try to help out the GA. Unfortunately, he died before I could get over there and really do a whole lot. But I still have a bomber up high. God damn it, me and my tall lately. Pick up the A6M going through, pill around on him. About that time is half their fucking team noticed I was here. Yeah, and they've all decided to come visit. Go figure, right next to their spawn point, right? So I'll pull back around, see if I can pick up this other A6M2 quick. Got it mostly turn. Yeah, finish him off, and I'm going to get wrecked by all the stuff that's fucking currently chasing my ass. So I'm going to see if I can get one more, drop the bombs, and actually did knock those out. So I did turn it back almost. I only needed one more kill to finish this objective. Unfortunately, that didn't work out for me, so go figure, right? So I'm going to come back in here again. We're up, now we're down, actually, 3-2, but we still have the mining facility. I was trying to get those guys' attention, obviously realizing that they're not human pilots. So I figured by the time I was going to get over there, yeah, see right there, by the time I got over there it was too late. They'd already flipped the facility. So pull it back in here on the A6M2s. We'll see if we can get this one turned quickly so we don't lose the advantage in points. So back around and pick up you. Come on, buddy. There you go. Round we go. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Even at this close range, it's like, come on. There we go. Finish him off. Drop down and just have one more to go. Drop my bombs. Pull up. See if I can pick up some more soft targets. Nope, the bombs were plenty good enough to finish off the objective. And that's what I really liked about this plane. Like I said, you keep it below 1,500 meters. Pick on the slow-fat GAs. I'm sorry if you guys are GA players. But that's what you do with this thing, right? It is the ultimate GA wrecker. It just fucking eats shit. Pull in here on the IL-20 coming through, and then, of course, with them bombs, those close objectives like that where you can flip them, yeah, that's what really works out with these 250 kilogram bombs. Work out pretty nice here. Pick up the KI-84 going through. Oh, yeah, it only takes 1 or 2 shells with that cannon to really fuck them up. Pull down here. Pick up the IL-20. Finish him off. And we got one more GA. He's running away. We are currently up 3-2. So yeah, we're holding the essentially they're not gaining on us now, even though they have the mining facility, which is worth essentially 2. Pick up the IL-20, send him home, squall line's over with. So back up again, we got the P-51K up high. Can't really, even with the boost on, you can notice how it just does not accelerate into the vertical very well. So pick up the P-51H, see if I can finish him off. Oh, just can't quite get it. Like I said, it's hard to stay in the vertical with this plane. You get above 2,500 meters or so, it starts to really turn into a dog. So you want to stay down below that 1,500. It's about the best for the maneuverability on this aircraft. So we picked up the 3rd. It's a real close game. Pick up the 4th. Thank goodness we had knocked out enough of their planes that they were able to really work them over. BF-109G's dropping like a rock, but he's got a bunch of guys behind him, and I don't think I'm going to get much of a chance on him. Nope. Alright, so we're going to pull back over here. Maybe I can pick up a few more points on a bomber formation. There's actually only 5 of those guys left. Now I got the Ki-84 coming at me. Heroes! But yeah, you don't really want to go head-to-head with this too much. And he starts spinning and turning. Doesn't do him a whole lot of good. I put 1 shell into him. They finish him off. I need one more, a little bit more damage and a little bit more of a kill to give me Winged Legend. Pick up on Kobayashi and the A7M. The bot's getting smarter. They don't go one way all the time now. Yeah, look at that. Well, it's been happening for a while, but thanks for someone ever commented on it. A7M, I'm not going to win this fucking turn fight, but luckily I have enough help coming in, so it wasn't too bad. So I picked up the Winged Legend and all that stuff in 14,355. So I got one more game for you guys, and we'll bring it up now. Alright guys, back with the second game in the J7W. Same map, different positions for the objectives here. So I do believe I have 2 or 3 other human pilots in the game with me. So I'm going to head to the command center and then go toward missile base. That's usually what I do. Armor and heals, DO335, and I got an ME329, I believe, and I do believe, Hazard 21 in an F4U4. So head to the command center over here, and we're going to see what we can do. Like I said, with the versatility of this aircraft, stay down below your 1,500 meters, blow the shit out of GAs, other fighters, whatnot, that kind of stuff. Apparently I had some trouble typing 07. I think I typed I7 4 or 5 times before I got it right. Fuck me. Pull around here. Got the A6M2 coming in here. Let's see if I can pick him up. Yeah, there we go. One nice little pass. Finish him off quick. Pull rack on the A6M2. And we'll just get out just a little too far. Finish him off. Now we have 2 down. And I have 1 more to go. He is apparently the F4U4 just does not want to fight for some reason. Pick the second one up, or the third one up, or whatever. So I'm going to run through here and see if I can pick up this real quick here. And drop both bombs. And, pick that one up. See, like I said, the versatility of this aircraft is great. You can take out, obviously with the fighters and stuff like that, knock them out. 2 bombs. Takes out most medium targets fairly easy, and you still have 430s to take out any light targets if you have to deal with them. So over here to the missile base, I really want to get this done, but unfortunately they flip it before I can get here, which is alright because I'm coming in right now. We're going to see what we can do. Pick up the RB-17 coming through. He isn't my first choice. I'm going to pick up the Focke-Wulf. He's flying pretty much straight up for me. There we go. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Finally, nail him. Back around. And what do we got over here? The BVP is coming through. And, finish him off. And now I got the bomber making a run for it. I would sure like to finish him off. I don't quite have the range, and he's pulling away from me. I've already used up my boost, so there is no way I'm going to be catching him, but they finish him off anyway. So, back to this objective here. I'm going to try to take this place. 40 seconds for the reload on the bombs. They're not the fastest reload on the bombs, but they do a pretty decent job of when they do. So you want to make sure you always want to kind of save them until you absolutely need them. So pick up the LA7 going through. and can't quite get on him. So we're gonna have to push over here and pick up the. But he seems to be more interested in my heavy fighter up high. F4 used down below. I'm not sure if he did live or not, but yeah, he's still flying around here. So pick up the LA-7 coming through. I'm not sure why the Corsair was busy shooting at shit on the ground when he had the fighter that he needed to knock out, but hey, whatever. I'll pick him up here eventually. There we go. A couple more shells into him. You notice, like I said, my gunner, I've nailed some, literally one pass and knocked him out, and then next time with this gun, you're just like, fuck, really? So, pick that up. Now I'm going to drop over here. I got some ground targets here. I'm going to pick up a couple quick, easy ones with the lights, and we're going to drop a bomb on the next one. Pull back around. Yeah, finish him off. Got the Falkwolf 190 coming through here. He's interested in killing that guy. That's alright. That leaves you for me to shoot at. He is almost wrecked. Finish him off. I only have a little bit left to kill. Still got one bomb. And we drop right in the middle of that. Pull through. There we go. Nailed the ground target. Picked up the objective. I have no fucking idea at what point this had turned sideways on me when I was trying to flip this objective. But yeah, they're all over the fucking place. They got 3 objectives to our 1. So, gonna pick up the IL-8 coming in here. Oh, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he dead now. Got the other ME-265 going through here. Put a couple rounds into him, but I got enemy baddies on my tail. Now, when I say baddies, of course, this isn't derogatory toward anybody on the other team. This is more of just, like I said, bad guys. Get set on fire again, because that's what this plane does. Make sure you always carry a fire extinguisher. Back around, engine 2, always pneumatic restarter, because this thing needs it. Pull around. Oh, come on, baby. Just get the engine roaring. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Can't quite get it down, so I'm diving. I got so much red, literally a fucking blood clot of red all over my shit. So around we come. Pick him up. He's wants to go head to head with me. Yep. He just decided to dive right into me. So, looking at the scores, yeah, not looking so hot for Zem's team. There doesn't seem to be a attempt here by the... Oof, God. So, back to battle here. I'm kind of fighting a losing battle here. But hey, that's alright. I'm just trying to show you the versatility of this aircraft. You know, what it can and what it can't do. It does, like I said, does really well below that 1,500 meters. And, of course, like I said, ground targets. And, you know, most of the fighters you run into at Tier 8 or whatever, it can stay with, if not out, just completely outturn it. But there's obviously some of them that you're going to have issues with. So pull down in here, see if I can pick up some of this. Maybe turn another objective quick here. Put a couple rounds into that A6M. And I got... see if I can pick up some more damage here before I decide to die. There's that Ki-84 again. Sakakawa, you can suck it for all I care. Ramming bitch. Finished him off. Back round, and didn't do me any good. So, not a bad game, but, you know, hey, just gonna give you a little bit of idea what this thing can do. So, thanks for watching, guys.